feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride no way.
Piers Morgan has came out to essentially almost damn near announce that he got a cease and desist for let me see if we can find it. He got a cease and desist for even being involved with the Jaguar Wright interview. Here we go. Watch this, chat.
And we've therefore complied with the legal request to receive a lot of attention in the media.
You didn't wait for the best part yet. He's going to be indicted for the murder of Tupac and the Notorious B.I.G.
The shocking allegations levelled at Sean Diddy Combs have burst the floodgates on salacious claims about an industry many people believe harboured a monster. Understandably, the internet's ablaze with claims about these events and whether other powerful figures were involved too. Well, last week I interviewed Jaguar Wright, a singer-songwriter who's made claims about Diddy for years. Those claims had already received a lot of attention in the media across many platforms for many years. And that's the thing about platforms. The reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone has a platform as long as they have something to say that other people want to hear. That's why we invited her on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like mine. Well, Jaguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay Z and Beyoncé during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves. But now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact. And we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly.
Wow. I don't know if you heard what he just said. He said basically the lawyers of Jay Z, specifically, I don't know if Jay Z and Beyonce or just Jay Z, have hit up his company to correct and edit the record of how they did the interview where Jaguar Wright was allowed to say whatever about Jay Z. I'll play it again.
During that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves. But now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact. And we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to Jay Z and Beyoncé. Well, now Sean Diddy Combs is reportedly putting...
So, I don't know if you heard, they have issued an apology to to Jay Z for even broadcasting and allowing the platform of Jaguar Wright. Now, it goes back to what Vlad was saying. Vlad was saying, yo, I wouldn't platform her. Piers Morgan was just like, why not? But clearly, he's changing his tune.
We do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to Jay Z and Beyoncé. Well, now...
Wow, we apologise to Jay Z and Beyonce.
Sean Diddy Combs is reportedly putting together an O.J. Simpson-style legal...
Now, this is interesting. This is the first time we've heard that Jay Z has responded to anything. Jay Z, not that I'm like gun-ho on trying to implicate Jay in anything. Sometimes I bring up questions. And by the way, anytime, sometimes people feel like, I know some people feel like I should be sued already. I'm very careful in how I deal with stuff and if I purport something. There was a fake and false rumor that went out recently. I seen someone who hit me up. They were like, hey, did you say that there was a page, like, for example, let me see if I can find it. And I just want to debunk this really quickly because it does matter to me. Give me 1 second. So there's this Instagram page who was trying to spread a fake rumor. I think this is the page. Is this it? They claimed, and this was false and erroneous. They said DJ Akademiks said that Meg Thee Stallion might be living with an STD. I never said that. Never said it. Right? Like, that would be a slanderous, libelous claim that if I ever would be saying such thing, I would be prepared to go to court. Or I would have 100... Like, I'm not Tasha K. Like, again, when I say certain shit, chat, again, you know, with all due respect, going back to the Cardi B thing. Cardi B called me. You know the first thing I said? Did I lie? And we had a great conversation afterwards. Okay? I'm not the type of nigga who just comes up and makes up lies on people. Because, number one, unlike these other people, like, you know, Tasha K and everything, they broke. I just dropped a vlog saying, look at my $1.5 million car collection. So I'm the person, if I was lying, I got shit to take. So people wouldn't be like, oh, no, we're just not going to do nothing. They're going to sue the fuck out of me, right? I never said that Meg has a STD. I definitely criticized her losing weight, and I thought she was more of what I would believe a perfect weight before. And, yeah, that's just my opinion. And I'm entitled to my opinion. But why the fuck would I say she has an STD? What the fuck? No. So, for this page, you know, obviously, I'm not going to get at you legally because, like, you're just trying to start some shit, but that's not the case, right? Anyway, I say that on the helm of realizing that, yo, bro, everything we're saying now, it has ramifications, right? Like, even a lot of people thought Meg would have sued me, right? People thought that Nicki would have sued me. You know, I'm very careful to make certain claims, right? I might think somebody is doing A, B, and C, and D, but I won't ever declaratively say they are, right? Oh, I've heard so-and-so might have been off that. I ain't gonna be like, yo, they're a crackhead. Nah, I'm not gonna say that until I know. And if I know, I definitely will say it. You know what I mean? But when I say some shit, I'm down to come with the proof. Anyway, it's interesting that Jay Z's lawyers, for the very first time, they got a Piers Morgan, not nobody else. Which, you know what that tells me? They've definitely tried to get a Jaguar Wright before. Because why would they only go at Piers Morgan when Piers Morgan only platformed Jaguar Wright? They must have gotten her before she's ignored it.
Invite her on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like mine. Well, Jaguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay Z and Beyoncé during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves.
Now, if you don't know why he's talking like how he's talking, this is the effect of a cease and desist. A lot of times a cease and desist is stop doing that shit and also clarify. Right? Now, a lot of people usually don't do the clarify part, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I do think Piers Morgan, to show probably good faith, is doing that part to say, hey, I'll clarify and apologize because I'm not with this person who came on my program to say certain shit. And also, I think he would do that is that he's still inviting on these people who, like, come on. I'm not trying to call people out, but it's like certain people who was getting on this broadcast saying certain shit, you're like, nigga, we have never believed you before.
But now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview.
Now, here's the thing, and obviously I know Piers Morgan, I think he's based in another country. If you've done investigative journalism, right, and I do want to let y'all know that this is a fact. So, for example, let's say I did some investigative journalism shit and I found out some information and then someone says it. if they felt like they had information or they were within their right to publish that based on the information available and also them vetting the person, they would just tell Jay Z to fuck off. Sue me, bitch. Like, that would be a thing. Sue me, bitch. But when you know you've just platformed somebody who is just saying whatever, you can't do that. Because you don't know. I know Jaguar Wright talks amazing, but you don't know if she's been capping.
Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to Jay Z and Beyoncé. Well, now Sean Diddy Combs is...
Okay. Now,